It's not good. It ain't moved either, has it? With that quarter power. Just what we hit on it yesterday, and that's it. Look at where it's bowed all that stuff out.
I reckon I'll wind up trying to get a hole all the way through it.
Yeah, it's burning all the way through it. Well, you don't ever have this problem with a John Deere. You take the clip out and the pin falls out, right?
Knock him out easy.
A lot of things gotta be so difficult for, man. Dang.
I don't know, that's a booger there.
That's some force, boy, when you got that on there and it keeps breaking that thing and that thing's holding like it right there. That's ridiculous. More. Ooh, no. I mean, it's actually tore the weld, tore it out through on the back here.
Son, you and the camera bird, get out of the way.
We're going. Hey, oh. That next swing was gonna be for nothing. Yeah, show us that gun. There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
Dang bird dog and buck well, I did.
So you did the welding on that then this morning? Oh. You swing that big hammer in you, that 16? Shoot. Nah, it's coming out with that smaller one right there. Yeah. Get that thing off right there. Yeah.
I swung it yesterday till the hammer give out.
I'm sore. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sore. I would've come on out now. Man, you can see where that thing was on the...
Yeah. The big part was on this side.
Yeah, I had to put my original band back on my watch last night.
Did you?
Yeah. They give me another case to go on it. You know better than touch that thing, goober.
The only thing I'm gonna do is reinstall and then knock out the full line. I look down the inside air conditioner, go blow it out, pour it out, knock it out right there. That's fine. I just let me know that. Yeah.
I reckon when I cut that slot there, or that slot, and that slot.
It gave it enough to compress on.
After I done that, I put that back up in there.
Move some.
Move back that far.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, here we go. There you go. All right, hit in it.
Be lucky if you don't go.
Backing off, man.
Yeah,
Backing off
yes,
slow.
yes. It's because they got it crimped. That nut's crimped on it there. They gonna pull them threads, show us crap stinks, I bet.
It's going slow.
I know, once it gets right there though. It ain't got bad heat in it though, but you can see where they've got it crimped on all them spots. Gets over that edge. It still ain't as hot as I figured it'd be. Alright. Dropping stuff, man. Some, huh?
Put on the zone in.
Did it?
Yeah.
Probably got that battery hot. Yeah, it's ain't got hot. It heat up again. This one got heat in it. Now, I got to get up there and load this truck. Danny's up there. It's got to be about to come off that crimp right there now. All right, I got a truck up here. I got to go load it right quick. But that is one cool thing about the batteries and stuff that they got, and the tool both. If the batteries are protected so that if you start pulling on them and they heat up, they will shut down on you so that you don't ruin them. And the battery wasn't heating up then, but the tool was. The tool shut down too if you start really getting after it. But I'm actually very surprised that that it even turned that nut though. So he's hitting on it trying to get the rest of the way off with air, and he's having to set on it with a 1-inch air now. So I'll tell you, and as long as the film ran, that's how long that thing hammered. All right, you just got it the rest of the way off. That's a lot of hammering right there. So I just loaded 4 trucks from the time y'all seen me walking up here to now. I'm jumping back down, going back down here, get y'all some more video. We've got a Tiger Cat mechanic here too. We are having some problems with our 830. We cannot get an oil pan gasket to seal on that thing for nothing. About every 300 hours it starts leaking. They have put, I think this is going to be the 4th one on it for us, and they're doing it. And also the other final drive, y'all know we broke the tracks on it and put a final drive on one side. The other final drive that we did not change because they're still waiting to get the new ones to us, it is leaking now. That's an awful lot of money, nearly $600,000 to pay for that, to be having to deal with all that. So we're going to check on Jay and kind of see what the status of everything is now here. That thing's tough. Very tough. It's running the 12 on it. I think I done said that already. So Jay, I know people was wanting your thoughts. I ain't told Jay. Jay can say whether it sucks or not. It doesn't matter or anything. But I was pretty stunned when that thing started spinning that nut off. I didn't really expect that.
I didn't either. It surprised me.
The thing that I like about the cordless stuff, or well, there's a couple things. Number one, you ain't got the hose. The other thing too, on like the 1-inch stuff, you don't have that air blowing off of it. You know what I'm talking about. That thing blows dust every freaking where.
But I don't think that they'll ever be able to make a battery operated to stand up as long when you're working.
Right.
It's like that 1-inch there, that if you were taking and having to do tracks or something other.
Right. Yeah, it wouldn't work on that. Not long term, because it's going to heat up and it's going to shut down on you. Yeah, you're going to have to have multiples of them to make it through an entire job like that.
Yeah.
Which, if you're on a job like that, you're typically going to be around a compressor or something of that nature.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if we had a machine down out there and we just had a dozen bolts or something that we were dealing with?
Yeah, I believe they'd bring it out.
Yeah.
You know, the way it hit on this here. Yeah.
It's definitely got some hammer power on it, that's for sure. Because I filmed the entire thing, I'll have to go back and see how many minutes it hammered. It hammered for a long time before it finally got hot.
Yeah.
And very cool. nonetheless, I'm very, it just kind of, you can see where it kind of marred them just a little bit right in there. Cause see what they do on these nuts right here.
Like a locking nut.
They make it a locking nut. Y'all see these dimples that are right here. That thing's actually crimped a little bit where it kind of deforms it some to where it won't back off, because you don't want that thing to come off inside that cylinder, because man, it's ugly. Ask me how I know.
Especially when you have to put the pin out.
Yeah.
To get the cylinder back out.
That's right. Is that the right? Did he bring the right pin? Did they send the right pin?
I hope it is in that box.
You ain't opened it yet? No, boy.
Hey, if all else fails, we'll put the hammer pin back in.
Oh my goodness. Jeez.
Because it will last a while.
Yeah.
Till we get another one.
That's not gonna see what's in there. Yeah, that's it.
But now, if Milwaukee wants to send me one of them 1 inches for me to run, we'll run it.
You'll run it, right? A lot of people want to know what that 1 inch costs. Bare tool is $6.99. That's with no batteries or anything. You get the kit. You get 2 8-amp-hour batteries and a charger. It's $9.99 for all of it. That's what it is. My suggestion would be, if you were going to buy one, here's what I would do. The 8s are good batteries, but what I would do, I would buy the bare tool, and then I would turn around and buy 2 12-amp-hour batteries to go with it and get a charger. And that's what I would do. Just cleaning them threads up right now. I have one of them little tools in my Earnhardt box right there. With that nut being crimped, it kind of marred them threads. Just thank goodness though it didn't just galled them off. So that was a good thing.
Yeah.
You just take that and clean them off a little bit right there and kind of get them back good and pointed. Now maybe the nut will go on there now.
Still got a burr.
Yeah, it's still a little tight, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Run it again there. So you got all your different thread pitches stacked right there. You just put whichever one in there that it needs, and then you can tighten it down and put pressure on it right there, and you just spin it around and around it. And it'll clean them threads up, boy. I think so. That's an ATD, isn't that what that thing is? I think that's what mine is.
This here's OTC.
Yeah, OTC. I was thinking ATD. It's OTC.
There's a lot of different ones that made, out there now.
They're handy as heck. Well, this video here is going to be long today. It's going to be good though. Even when you put that thing on that air, I was listening to it, I turned around or whatever, you still hammered on it pretty good with the air before it finally come on, got past it where it spin on off, didn't it?
Them threads right there, marred down.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably boogered them a little bit on the inside. They don't look too bad. That thing's gonna be a mother going back on though, boy, once it gets started. Gonna be tough. Should have got a, didn't think about that. We should have got a nut for it too while we were at it. Like I said, you got a whole new oil pan to go on at this time, right?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if they sent it to me to, you know, if that one up there is, maybe there's something going on with it.
The gasket you got over there, that's a different gasket, I think, than what he's had on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was more than
maybe an update.
Stuff stinks. Lord have mercy. What? Didn't no dude get a get a lap full of that 90 weight oil last time he was here, Derek? So there's a brand new oil pan right there in that box.
Where to start good, that I just put Loctite up here.
That's right, it ain't coming off.
No.
So what we're gonna do, or what Jay's fixing to do, is it's trying to gall a little bit when he goes to put it back on. So he's fixing to take these threads here, and he's gonna take them off. He's gonna just cut these threads right here completely off to where when it starts, it's gonna start up here. Then we're gonna Loctite it and just go all the way on it one time with it. It's what we're gonna do. And take them off. Or you just take a die grinder and cut them off? Yeah, okay. Yeah. We got so much stuff going on today. Dad's on the grader right now. He brought that pin up. So he's over there playing around, just trying to push off a spot right there where I'm gonna be sitting at in a little bit. He hit him something right there. Y'all see that thing slide? So I didn't show putting it back together or anything because I was up in my loader loading, and that's a bad thing. I would like to film more of what's going on, but man, I'm up and down, you know, jumping out of the loader real quick, running down there, you know, checking on Jay, if you know, if he needs any help or anything like that. If he gets in a bind, he'll get on the radio and he'll holler at us and say, hey, you know, I need a little help, and we'll help him. But the nut spun back on once he took those threads off. It spun back on and went back on there like that. But I'd kind of played that deal up that the Milwaukee was not gonna take that nut off, and I'd said that in yesterday's video too. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised when he hit the trigger on that thing and it started moving. I don't think it wouldn't touch a excavator cylinder, that one of those is showing enough torqued on about 25,000 foot-pounds. It wouldn't touch that. But can you imagine though that the jams that thing could get you out of, and not having to have a compressor and air hose and all that stuff? I've gotten to where I used the tool today in my shop this afternoon a while ago, and it had to have a cord hooked to it, and it just made me sick plugging that thing in. I had to pull an extension cord over there and plug it in because I done gotten so used to not doing that. But if what I'd done running that thing on my bush hog and then on the dump truck, and then this right here is not proof of what that tool is capable of doing, is unreal. But I mean, it's pricey, but you don't have to have a air hose, and you don't have to have a compressor. You just gotta have charged batteries, and it'll do very well on an 8 amp hour battery. I just think on those big heavy tools like that, those really hard drawing tools, I think you're better off with the 12. I think today, if I would have had an 8 on it, the battery probably would have heated up probably before the tool did. But it's very cool that Milwaukee has that thing set up like that to where it's not gonna hurt it or anything. But so I'm at record time right now. It's still daylight outside. It's 7:58 right now, and I'm almost done editing this video. And so I'm gonna get in bed at a good time tonight. And I messed around on the trailer a little bit this afternoon. Did some soldering on it, on some of the wiring on it. I like to solder my stuff, and got that done. So y'all will be seeing that in a video later on. But appreciate y'all watching. Everybody loves Jay, and it's good. Jay is a great guy, super guy, and a phenomenal mechanic. I mean, he is he's really good. I've known Jay for a very long time too, and very good. We got Jay don't work for us, he works for another company, but we've got in our area here, we've got several mechanics like Jay. We're very blessed here for that. But long video, but good stuff all throughout the entire video. So we'll jump in here on y'all be watching this on Thursday. It'll be pretty good. So check out all the stuff down below and the clickable stuff. If you want one of those tools, I believe I've got an Acme tool link in my description box. They have them there at Acme. They have both the bare tool and the kit. So we'll get this thing done, finish some supper, and then I'm going to bed. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.